For Singaporeans, we have to live with parents under the same roof for many, many years.
We were very overwhelmed with all the schedule and the demands of taking care of a newborn.
But too much restriction may discourage people from participating.
In his first National Day rally, Prime Minister Lawrence Wong expressed his commitment to serve Singaporeans, stating that Singapore needs a renewed social compact where every Singaporean feels there is hope and where all citizens know that they can get a fair shot in life and can get ahead if they make the effort and work hard. To build a more inclusive Singapore, PM Wong articulated a need for major reset in policies and Singaporeans' mindsets. During National Day Rally 2024, he announced policy changes in key areas pertaining to workers, families, housing, education, and sports and infrastructure. AsiaOne conducted an audience poll on sentiments toward PM Wong's National Day Rally speech and received 1,175 valid responses. We started off by asking respondents about the announcements that they were most looking forward to. The 5 that topped the charts were the Skills Future Job Seeker Support Scheme, building of more BTO flats ahead of demand, increased HDB housing grants for lower income groups, the upcoming infrastructure developments along the southern coast, and the enhancements to paternity leave and shared parental leave. The most anticipated new scheme will see involuntarily unemployed lower and middle income workers receive up to $6,000 in financial support for up to 6 months. 67% of all survey respondents agreed that this was a step in the right direction, and across occupation groups, respondents who were in non-management positions were the most likely to hold this view. The changes to make housing more accessible and affordable for Singaporeans also had high levels of agreement among our survey respondents. The enhanced housing grant, previously capped at $80,000, has been increased, with eligible first-timer households receiving up to $120,000 and eligible first-timer singles receiving up to $60,000 in EHG. Separately, singles will also get priority when buying a house to live with or near their parents starting mid-2025. 74% of all survey respondents agreed to varying extents that this move is a step in the right direction, with respondents aged 35 to 44, whether single or married, more likely to do so compared to respondents in other age groups. To better support parents in managing their work and family commitments, working parents with newborns can enjoy 30 weeks of parental leave, paid by the government, from April 2026. Over half of all respondents either agreed or held neutral sentiments that this policy shift would encourage parents to have more children. This enhancement, including government-paid paternity leave, flexible work arrangements, and more, are part of the government's holistic efforts to provide stronger caregiving support for parents. A slew of new facilities for both the community and Team Singapore, as well as a brand new 18,000 capacity arena, was announced under the Kallang Alive Master Plan. To this, 75% of all respondents expressed positive emotions such as joy and anticipation. The Gifted Education Program will be discontinued in its current form, and the way higher ability students are supported will be refreshed. This is intended to provide opportunities for every child to excel and realize their full potential. 79% of all survey respondents agreed to varying extents that this will help more students to realize their potential. With majority of the respondents reacting positively to the recent National Day Rally announcements, we set out to discover which announcements Singaporeans on the streets are eagerly anticipating.
Changes in the GP.
The scheme regarding the 6,000 after retrench.
I'm excited about the increased parental leave.
The new enhanced housing grant.
I think can be actually very helpful for all the job seekers because they might actually not have any income anymore.
For those people they already retrenched, then they maybe need to upgrade themselves so that they have opportunity to get another job as soon as possible.
I feel that it's better in that way because they won't take the money and run off, so they can instead pursue a career then get the money as a reward.
There will always be the necessity for requirements in any governmental scheme but too much restriction may discourage people from participating.
The Sonical is more popular as because it's generally a place that is more high-end.
I think it will be very popular to Singaporeans, but at the same time, it depends if it's affordable or not.
It's good because it's a highly populated area, so I guess like young kids or people going around will see it and will probably get more interested in sports.
I think I just hope for more people, maybe my age or more youth, being active.
To me, I feel like Kallang is like that sports place.
It's nice like having one centralized area for it. I mean, our national stadium is there. We've had a lot of history with stadiums over there also.
I think it's great that there's some place that I can bring my kids to be active and be healthy on the weekend.
我觉得不错啊，因为你讲那个演唱会可以带动新加坡的那个经济嘛。
For Singaporeans, we have to live with parents under the same roof for many, many years. I think it will be very good because, example, for singles like me myself, if I actually get a house at 35 and then I have to wait for 5 years to get a BTO, and then it means that I'll be leaving myself later on, which is 40 years old.
My son is coming to 40, he's not married. He is thinking about getting a flat. Whatever the government can do, it will be beneficial.
With the new enhanced housing grant, I guess more singles will be able to get housing, especially near their parents. So I think it's a great opportunity for them to, get a flat that they want.
It's a great step in the right direction because when I had my first child, I had 16 weeks of maternity leave and we were very overwhelmed with all the newborn, like the schedule and the demands of taking care of a newborn. So I think when I went back to work, I was actually very emotionally not prepared also. So I think these few extra weeks will really come in handy.
Encourage some people, but not everyone will be affected by it. But I guess it's better than nothing.
I think with the new scheme, students now don't really have to relocate. Yeah, more students now will be able to pursue more opportunities.
I think there's like a lot of stress on the children to actually enroll on all these extracurriculars. Then all this is like to specifically like prepare themselves for like the programs. So I think it will be like less stress for the parents to like get the children to like cover so many courses in case, and then rather than they actually focus on like their child's interest.
Yeah, I think it's a good step because it kind of gets rid of like the stigma against certain schools or like which school is elite and which school isn't. So it kind of allows students to be more diverse in the sense of intellectual abilities.
I think it's a good thing, you develop a sense of belonging in that primary school. It's your first major school, so you would obviously have a lot of friends there, and it would be a difficult thing to take a big step and change your school just for the gifted program. So yeah, I think it's a good thing.
For the announcements related to housing, respondents we spoke to were receptive to the increased housing grants and welcomed the inclusion of singles to the priority list when applying for BTOs near their parents. Respondents were also receptive to the eligibility criteria for the Skills Future Job Seeker Support Scheme. They stated that it is the individual's responsibility to find a job, but welcomed the support provided as individuals would still need time to get back on their feet. The enhancements to paid parental leave were generally met with optimism, with respondents appreciating the changes in policies to make Singapore more family-friendly. However, some respondents thought that the enhancements would need to be coupled with more holistic support from the workplace and the community to nurture healthier families. Of the people we spoke to about the slate of education initiatives announced, all of them responded that the changes announced were a step in the right direction. Respondents also said that it encourages more diversity among students due to their different capabilities and backgrounds. So, what do you think?